mista-e. According to what people say, love is blind. Can somebody help me see in between the lines?
Can we at least agree I'm yours and you're mine?
We just need to be willing to fight for our love.
I don't wanna fight no more. I just wanna love you back.
And I want you here, so I'm gonna fight for our love. I'm gonna fight for love.
You and me,
You and me,
you and me.
you and me, yeah. I travel down this road of love and war, of love and war, of love and war, of love and war.
It is time. It's about that time. Don't worry about what you're drinking in this cup, and we won't worry about what you're drinking in your cup. Okay.
I probably don't want people to know.
All right. I'm your girl D-Light.
Hey, and I'm Ebony Mose.
And this your boy, Mr. E.
That's
What's
what's up.
happening?
That's what's up. Loving your weekend. I got a ticket yesterday.
Oh man, Mr. E. And she had to call me so I could talk her out of being a Sandra Bland.
I didn't want to be Sandra Bland because you know I was
She
going
was gonna cut up, and I'm like, oh no, calm down.
straight out of Compton on them. I just really wanted to, because why can cops be such assholes?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I am saved, but you know, I'm just being honest.
They're on the list today.
Are they on the list
They're
today?
on the list for today's
What
subject,
is
by the
the
way.
You,
topic?
it's on my list too. That's crazy. Damn right.
What is the topic for today's show, Miss Ebony?
The topic today is what is the best and the worst professions to date or marry. And again, we'll probably get to all the worst professions first, and then we'll get to the best professions to date later, because I think that the list of the worst is a lot longer than the best.
Right.
Which is sad.
Right.
Because you should be happy a man got a job, woman got a job, she got a job. You know what I
Right.
mean? But no, there's some worse professions to date out there.
You know what? I'm going to jump it off. I think one of the best professions, and I don't have any notes or no articles about this one. Let's just talk about our personal best. Okay?
Personal best.
Our personal best. I would think like a city worker, somebody in the military,
benefits.
you know, got that long term.
And see, but military is also on the list though for the worst now, because again, you know, they get deployed a lot. They're away from home. You know,
That's true. So it's
for amounts of
infidelity.
time. Plus, some of them get that PTSD, whatever you call it,
Yes,
PTSD. But yeah, they get it. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? So that puts them in a situation also where they bring home, you know, traumatic and stress to the family. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
But they do got benefits. You know what I mean? In the
Right.
home, and what do they have? Grants,
Girl,
all kinds
let
of
me tell
options
you.
for the
Yeah, they
kids,
can
the
get a
family,
degree.
medical insurance, all that good
When
stuff.
I was married to my ex-husband that was in the Navy, child, going to that
He
base,
said, I just got off work. You just got off work. I was about to say.
working at that base, child, you can get, not working at the base, but going to the base and picking up your food is it the commissary?
The
or is that
commissary. I
jail?
think that's what it's called.
Well, it's
No,
the
the
commissary.
commissary is jail. No, it's
And the
something
commissary
like
is military.
that. I
You
think
know,
it is.
I know I'd be sending my family members this lockdown money, and it'd be like, check, can you use it for commissary? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, I would go to the commissary or whatever that thing is called on the base, and them groceries so cheap. Child, it was good. It was good.
It was.
It was
What
good
up,
while
Cool
it
Films?
lasted.
He done made it.
What's up, Cool Films? But yeah, no, dating someone or marrying someone in the military, it was good and bad, because I think what you just said about being deployed, but sometimes having a little away time when you're
don't know-
married.
But you don't know
It's a good
also
thing.
too, you know, if they're gonna make it home. You don't know a lot of the times it leaves you worrying when they're not only away, they're away and putting their life at risk too. So sometimes you don't know if your husband or your spouse, your wife is gonna make it home. So that's another reason why I wouldn't want to date somebody in the military. You know, there's a lot of reasons.
I mean, but there was some perks. I had the perks. I said just the good benefits, and then, you know, they get money for buying a home. They get money
do.
towards, you know,
scholarships for the
buying
children,
a home.
everything.
They get your college tuition is free. You know, a lot of benefits being married to somebody in the military, but he was a cheater. God bless him. You know, my
they ain't got
ex-husband,
nothing to do but chat online.
Jay was a cheater.
They
What's
ain't
up?
got nothing to do but chat online and be
What's
swiping
up,
and trying to
D-Light?
meet. online buddies and stuff, and then all of a sudden you got friends in every state. No, that's another reason why they're not a good person to date, because they also be trying to have a connection.
All right,
They
well,
be
you
cheating.
just gonna pick everything wrong about everybody. Mr. E, what's your hashtag lately?
Man, you know what?
Black men don't cheat.
Yeah, black men don't cheat. Black
That's a
men
lie.
Nah.
For sure. For sure. Hey, I dated this young lady a long time ago, and she was in the military. And this was probably the weirdest complaint. But it was something going on with her swag. Like, her swag bothered me, and I think it was because
Was it half manly?
It wasn't that. What it was she didn't really have no identity, because she had been going from city to city and state to state, and so she didn't. You know, when you
She
settle
wasn't
somewhere,
coaching.
She in Washington. Now she
when you settle somewhere, you
in
pick up
Oklahoma.
the yeah,
Right, when you're from somewhere.
Right.
Yeah,
Producer
you pick
D
up-
Light is on, and then also someone else said the worst professions to date was white girls. That ain't a profession, baby.
That's not a profession. I was sitting here thinking, how I'm going to say this.
I tried to say it for you, child, but Mr. E, so the military girl just didn't have enough swag.
No, it's not. It was just her swag was off. Like her aura was off. You be
Her
like,
aura was
man,
off. Because you know,
You
it's,
weird.
especially when you from Dallas, you know,
I think all
Dallas
the military
got swag.
guys look alike to me. They all got the same ass haircut with the same ass fade
Yeah.
involved, and they all look the same.
I like
one earring,
I used to like-
tattoos. They
But
got
see,
one of the
men-
tribal
but see,
things on
men,
their arm.
I think in some ways it probably work a little better for men than women.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I
Because
believe that too.
I do think that women sort of like use some of their femininity, or however you say it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she was real, she was cool, but she was just like mad weird. You look at her, and she don't really have much to talk about, and she's trying not to talk about the military, which I respected. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that was just my only experience, so I'm sure.
With a
that
military
is-
girl.
And right now, it's going to be
Yeah.
real hard to date somebody in the military because we can't even take a knee, without them trying to make it all about that, which
Lord,
is
and
sad.
Colin Kaepernick got that from the military.
He got it
too.
from,
He
because
got
again,
that
they
from
did that for the
military.
fallen soldiers. So again, they twisted this whole damn knee thing out of control. But right now, I don't even want to date anybody in the military because I'm not trying to go back and forth with you and argue why we taking the knee. So that's another
And
reason
you know
why
what, girl, I got
somebody
into
in the
it
military.
with somebody in the train. a
No,
veteran,
again,
about the
I've
whole
been getting into it
knee
with
thing.
all the veterans and all the military and everybody that think they want to have they say
The
so.
black
No,
ones too?
not even the black
ones
ones.
too?
No, not the black ones.
Okay, well, this ain't
Anyway.
this ain't about Nike
ain't.
and Colin Kaepernick
It
and the
sure is
NFL
not.
taking a knee. This is about the best and worst dating or the worst professions. Girl, can you help me out? Tell
The
me.
best and the worst professions to date or marry.
Yes.
And again, I need to figure out why I'm not married. Am I being too picky? Because, I've been following this list
Cool
for too
Films
long.
is on right now, and he said, my wife is Ebony, y'all. I mean, and he's not a stalker. He just is
That's his
determined.
profession.
It's to be about Ebony.
I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
that's his profession.
Hey, and
Okay?
while we got the platform open, I want y'all to type in what are some of the best and worst professions to date and why. Don't just say a stripper. Say why
Security
you
guards.
think a stripper is the worst position, because I tell you right
Wait a
now why I
minute.
think the stripper is the worst position.
Okay, and then but then somebody on here, because this ain't about just us, and this is our show. This is our show.
Security
and
guards at
people's
30
show.
and 40.
Yeah,
Security guards at 30 and 40.
Lord Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
You're going to have to expand and tell us why.
He should be a
okay?
police officer by then, huh?
Yeah. but you might have to be real top flight. Not no top flight security as
Run your own
34.
Hold on,
company.
y'all.
Run your own
I-
security company.
Hold on, because I used to be a security guard, but I made it real fly.
My dad
You
was
made it
too.
fly.
My
Look,
pops
I had my shades. I used to make sure, I used to work out real heavy. And, I
Sexual
was-
chocolate top
Say,
flight.
I did my best.
Of the
I
world,
did my
Craig.
best to make it. I did my best to make it fly.
Security
I was
fly.
real fly.
Look
You
at
know,
him. What
I
I'm
would
telling
approach-
you, he ain't nothing
I
right.
would approach people and be like, "Yes, ma'am. How are you?"
Trying to look
Put some
strong.
bass in his voice.
Trying
Did
to
you
look
hear him?
strong and intimidated. No, that boy, they wasn't
All
scared
right.
of you.
Some of the best professions out there that is, you know.
The best is later. Let's still talk about the
No,
worst.
no, we talk about the worst. I thought we was going to talk about the best first and then the worst. Are we
We
going
saving
back
the
and
best
forth?
for last.
Are we going back and forth?
Um,
Okay, well, you said
I
you
guess we
mentioned
can talk
strippers.
about the good and the bad.
You
about
mentioned
it. Let's
strippers.
talk about the good and the bad in each. How about that? You know what I mean? So
IT
there's probably
professionals, they don't expect niggas to be there and scared to ask motherfuckers. Excuse me, I'm saved, y'all. Try to
MFs. They didn't type
MFs.
that.
Okay,
They typed
MFs to be dumb-ish. Okay,
do
IT
dumb-ish.
professionals, they don't expect niggas to be there and scared to ask MFs to do dumb-ish.
Dumb shit.
Okay,
IT
okay,
professionals.
IT professionals. That's a good point. I didn't
Now,
know if that meant they were the
again,
best or the worst.
We could talk
Worst?
about really on the cool. We could talk about the best and the worst of each.
Back and
each
forth,
pro-
back and forth,
each,
child.
each profession. So let's get on the strippers, for example, because there's a lot of reasons why dudes would say, "Oh, that's not the best profession to marry
Or date.
to date." And would you go ahead since you're a man? Tell me a reason why you would
Have
date.
you dated a stripper?
Have you? I'm sure you
Man,
smashed you a
I
stripper.
dated.
You
Man,
smashed you a stripper too. Wasn't you in
long-
ecstasy last night? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. We're not doing that. We're
No,
not
we're not
doing
doing
that.
that today.
We're not doing that.
Snitches
Whoa,
get
we
stitches.
ain't doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Sorry,
No.
Mrs. Jones. Like,
Nah, but let me tell you this. I dated a stripper, and actually she was very attractive. She was real attractive. Way
yeah,
back.
they most of them are. So again,
Yeah. But let me tell you something. It's like it depends on what you're looking for. I think when you're young, I think strippers
have a relationship with one though.
No,
Or
it was a
marry one.
relationship. It was a relationship. And let me tell you this. I'm gonna give you some stripper facts. The first stripper fact.
What up,
is,
Big A Dub? Okay, go ahead, stripper facts.
That
That's my
com-
baby, Aaron. Go ahead.
Contrary, Cool Film's gonna beat you up. Contrary to popular belief, a lot of strippers they do what they're gonna do and go home. Believe it or not,
Really?
it's some regular chicks that's way more thotty and way more slutty than strippers. Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but there are some.
Yeah, because I think of strippers as being the ones that if you can be bought to and you can make money by walking around and all that, you can be bought with a price too, and they would give it up for money, and that turns into like
right.
prostitution.
To
Now
me-
is your
to me-
profession.
But to me, a lot of regular girls like that. So, but this is what I was gonna say.
How long do they? I mean,
Now,
again,
honestly-
you can't expect to marry somebody and she don't have to have a career. What's her
Something.
side? What's her main hustle? Because that
See,
should be
okay,
a side
okay,
hustle.
so-
If anything,
so I know-
Mrs. Sophia Jones.
in this
You
thing.
know,
Hey,
you
baby.
know, she said she got to come watch us.
She heard what we said. She's
about.
like, wait a minute, let me tune into this motherfucker.
Okay, what you was about to say about scrippers?
I know. Well, let me tell you this. I know a stripper right now that's married, and she literally do what she's supposed to do and go home to her husband.
Now, is that your
And most
friend or
of the time-
Sophia's friend?
You know, her husband
Huh?
might be her pimp
No,
though.
Is
I
that your friend, your one of your friends' chicks, or your wife's friend? Who is this chick?
No, she's not my friend. I just know her. She's
Oh.
actually she's actually my bro's cousin. She's actually my bro's cousin. But she married, she got her family, she goes, she strip, and then most of the time it'd be crazy because she walk around, she don't try to be extra, she do what she gotta do, make her quota, and then she go home.
Now,
You
and
know
that's
what
a
I'm
job, though. I'm not trying to down the strippers because sometimes it do maybe sound like I'm a little stripper biased or stripper bashing, but
Hey,
I'm
they
not a
got
stripper
some
basher.
they got some good points though. You always
I
got a
mean,
freak. You got a freak 24/7.
I just
you
be
know she
feeling
look good
bad for the
naked.
strippers. That ish
That's what I'm
never
saying,
works
like,
They know
out.
all the moves.
Delight is a man of wisdom, and he's on right now. And he said that stripper stuff never work out.
Never work out, but the
Delight,
moves do.
If
The
you
moves
would
work.
you be jealous if your wife is at the strip club grinding and performing for other men? Like, if I was a man, I just couldn't be cool with that. Even if
wouldn't
she
either.
making the money and
I
coming
couldn't
home.
do it for the guys
I
either.
wouldn't either.
I
mean,
think
wouldn't
the porn
either.
star,
What kind of man is
and
that?
it's pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
Stripper.
I didn't want to get into the porn
She
star,
didn't
but
want to
since
get
you
it. I'm
went
gonna be
there,
honest. I dated a porn star for a year. But
Wait
that,
a minute,
it turned into
child.
something else. You know, because
Now, hold
that
on.
wasn't the reason why I left him.
Never cool
Well,
with
that
that.
was a lot of the reason why
never
I left
cool
him.
with that. Now he might be watching too. Now he fine. Now
He ain't watching because he
he's
blocked.
fine. Oh, he blocked. Okay, so he not watching. But it's
They
gonna
probably
be
watching
YouTube.
on mine.
It's gonna be YouTube. Now he was fine. Now
He was hella
Ooh,
fine.
child, he was fine. I mean, he got a situation molded after him. He sells a dildo that's molded.
I thought
after
about,
him.
I'm blocking him so we can have him on the show one day, but I was like, nah.
because that's gonna open up a whole nother can.
It's gonna open up a whole bunch of other
But I still follow him. And he be having, stripper male friends. They be all congregating and taking pictures together.
I ain't feeling it.
And on
it
their
was hard for
profiles,
me.
they be
Honestly, to tell you, it's like dating a stripper, pretty much to me. But again, you're dating a prostitute. That's how I felt. I was dating a man
she
whore.
Struggled with
a male whore. I would make him take 2-3 showers, and I'm sure guys also felt that way too. When girls come home from the strip club sweaty all night after Memphis, you smelling like cologne, cigarettes, liquor, everything. You know what I mean? So hopefully some of them washed their ass before they made it home to their man. But anyway.
Man, you know what? Let me tell you this.
ahead.
And I'm not taking
It's
up
hard.
I'm not taking up for strippers, but I think I can speak from the perspective of a man that deal with strippers. The difference between strippers and a regular chick is most strippers, you see what they do because
Sometimes you don't, especially when they go into that champagne room. Sometimes you
No,
don't.
but
go
I'm saying
out
is-
at night. What happened
Nah,
after the
I mean,
strip
like,
club?
okay, I'm gonna say this. Like, I'm gonna say
G
this.
likes
This
to
ain't
have a
diamond.
like
This
that.
ain't
Let me say-
diamond from
let-
Players
let me say
Club.
this. Let
Like
me
she
say
going
this.
to
Like
school with a degree.
a spot like DG's, it's hard to go back anywhere and have sex with anybody because of the way it's situated. You feel me?
Right.
It's hard. It's not impossible.
But I'm thinking
But
their
it's hard.
mentality is like
It's
anything
money,
goes.
though.
I'll pay. Like, what, girl? Why can't you go get no regular job? I just
But-
don't understand it.
but it be regular
everybody
chicks.
is for
It's easy
everybody.
ways
I
to
mean,
get
there's-
tricks though.
But it's
And
but
that's
it's
one of the
regular
ways.
chicks.
I don't know.
But it's
I just don't
regular chicks
respect
that
it. I
think like
guess
that.
I ain't no
It's regular-
hater.
Yeah, but it's
We
regular
had
chicks
fun
that
though
think
at the
like
strip
that,
club when we did. Just
But men, what bothered me
Yeah.
about that has been most men, and I'm not saying about you, but most athletes and performers and entertainers who are also on the list as some of the worst people to date. And we'll talk about that. How about producers? How about D-Light and Miss E? We got both y'all on.
y'all on the list.
We're going to see where y'all
I don't
fit on the
mind.
list.
I don't mind. Let's do it.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Dating deal breakers.
But
basically.
like, just to me, most of y'all, or most of men, I'm not going to say y'all.
Male strippers
but
are
most-
worse than female strippers.
But yeah,
though.
no, let's just say this. Most men are attracted to those stripper types of girls. And what bothers me the most about them is if you strong and you taking your money and you hustling and you trying to start a business and become your own boss,
So you ain't got to be doing this.
that you ain't got to be disrespecting yourself. Because sometimes I done seen, it ain't all glamorous. I done seen chicks at DG's and Ecstasy
too.
and all these
and
clubs.
coked out.
They get up there and they
Coked out,
strip
loaded.
and child didn't get a dollar thrown on the stage. And I said,
loaded,
damn,
too.
you out
Half
there.
of them be in the bathroom talking about you got that Tina.
You down
I'm like,
there.
who's Tina, bitch?
You
Well,
done-
I didn't even know what Tina was
done
until I got
dropped
to Texas, nigga.
and shown all
On the
your
cool, in the strip club.
You done showed all your ass up in here and nobody even threw a dollar. That might not be the profession for you. Now, if somebody, who's that one girl with the on the little monkey? She got a monkey and she the soul pole assassin.
I
The
forgot.
pole
Pole assassin.
assassin.
Yeah, pole
She's
assassin.
one
I
of
ain't
the
heard
most
of her.
famous Dallas. You
I
need to.
ain't
I
heard
stopped
of her. I
following
probably seen
DGs
her,
and
but
all
I
them
ain't heard
because
of
it just got too much
Too
on
much.
my
Too much
timeline.
ass.
But that girl right there is a star. I mean, she can get up on the stage, child,
That's
and
an
drop it
entertainer.
like it's hot.
Right.
Yes, she is. I mean, and she got a body that's cut. She ain't got all of that.
Entertainer.
Anyways, we're
Booty
not here to
shots and
talk
all that
about-
extra stuff that they
She
be
just a
doing
natural
to
woman
strip.
and she
It's
go
some of
hard.
these chicks out here getting booty shots and boob jobs just to strip. You know what I mean? So they can make money and bag them one of these
It's
dudes
just-
that they
I
think they're
don't
gonna
know.
bag at the
That-
strip club.
As a
I ain't feeling
man,
it.
that would be not the type of woman that I would want to
And I
date for
definitely wouldn't
profession.
want to date a stripper, a male stripper, like a guy running around in elephant trunks all day, sweating all over. And some of these chicks at the stripper parties ain't always all that.
Pimping-
You know what I mean?
pimping,
Or in the
money.
club. Oh no, you
pimping
up
women for dollars.
And
child.
then some of them doing the extra little mojo action.
And they be just doing too
Yeah,
much.
but that, man,
You know they do.
I don't think a male stripper is manly. I always have. I never thought a male stripper was
Never
manly.
thought. I don't like them. I don't
You
like them
know,
at all in speedos
And I ain't even
elephant
being
trunks,
biased.
all that.
You know what I'm saying?
And
But
shout
I
out
don't
to
like
my niece. Last week, honey, last Saturday, we was getting ready. He said that ish is gay for
Gay?
a guy to do the stripper thing. It really is.
What
Like
up, 6'9" fella?
but you know what? I was hella entertained though. Them
It was
dudes
hella-
brought us hella entertainment.
I wasn't
What would
feeling
be
it
a
though.
world without strippers though? Sometimes you
Man.
need some entertainment, damn it. I ain't gonna hate.
what
we
But
was
them
hella
dudes-
doing though. No, they was
No, them dudes
entertaining.
came in there and entertained the hell out of us. I mean, we was laughing and rolling, and
I
the
was
chick,
cracking up.
he was
His
pumping.
costumes.
He
had
came in
his
there, he
costumes
did
on.
his jacket like that, and
It
you
be
know,
the costumes, if
it
anything.
was on. It was on and popping. Mother was watching. I was in the corner. Then when he tried to come over and dance on me, because he took one of our cousins and flipped her over and was pumping
and
her.
that's why I was like, oh,
And
no.
I said, Lord, my wig will fall off. I can't do this. And I said, I told him, I had a camera in my hand. I said, baby, I'm working. I'm the photographer. Don't do me. You know, don't do me, child. Because they was putting that thing in people's faces and stuff. It just is not for me. And Ebony, I just wanted to bring that up because you had a real tough time with the porn star. She couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. And knowing that he was going to go film scenes.
but he was
like
fine.
I said. And then again, you would just be worried, you know, STDs, if for anything, I'm worried. This nigga out here fucking, you know, a bitch every day practically, and he made good money, but still, like, and not only that lifestyle led into other things, drugs and alcohol addiction.
Yes,
so
because that was
and that's the same thing that goes with entertainers sometimes. These rappers, and you think it's all cute and shit that Future and them be rapping about Molly's and all that shit, but they be wanting somebody
half
to
of
be.
them don't even do drugs, child. They just feeding it to the world. They feeding it to our children.
Feeding it to
the
the
public.
children. That's true.
So we can go.
That's true.
Population
But,
control.
I wasn't
Illuminati.
feeling that lifestyle. Once I found out he was into drugs and heavy like that, I was. But sex was great. But again, I couldn't keep.
Ooh,
you know,
he
you
was
need
a
more.
porn star,
He was a
child.
porn star. He
And
taught me
Mama
some
knew.
things. He taught me
Mr.
some
E.
things. Look.
Mr. E, Mama knew. Mama knew
I
something
had to
was
tell
up.
my mama he was an actor. She was like, "What kind of actor?" You know? What kind of acting? Pull up one of his
Mama
movies.
all over it.
Pull
Mama
up
was
one of
all
his
over it.
movies.
She knew it.
I'm like, well, he's actually a model in acting, trying to, you know, he's a model right now. But he really acted.
Mama done
Trying to
peeped it
get
from the jump.
all around that.
Mama said something is up with him, and girl, and
She
she was
knew
trying
it.
to
He
get
was
it out
too
of me.
smooth.
And you know, I
He
wanted
was
to
too
tell him
smooth.
too.
Oh, he was
And then
fine.
we had went to a Dallas event.
Oh,
and
he
so
choked
I was
me out. That's what happened.
Well, but remember that we didn't not the only people that got pulled up on the red carpet, child. People knew who he was. They pulled him up on the red carpet, child. And my mama said, "Well, I thought he wasn't an actor known
Man,
yet.
all I
What's
know is
going
one night
on?"
we seen him at what was it, Sting and Dez Bryant was there that night, and that nigga went through a spiral when Dez came up and spoke to me in D-Light. And by the end of the night, it was
You
a fucking
straight
Dez Bryant. You doing?
Yeah, he was crazy.
Coke and alcohol make a nigga crazy, and he was so insecure.
Cocaine
But
is a
how
hell
could
of
you
a
be
drug.
so fine and you fucking all these bitches and still be insecure?
And you mad 'cause Dez
and you
Bryant-
worried about me over here hosting a party that we was hired to host. Nigga, you just here. Like, ananyway.
It was
that's
a bad
another story.
combination.
Combination.
Porn
Porn stars are not good today. They're like, I know they're worse. I mean, worse than strippers for sure.
Girl.
Because they
And
get a
okay,
lot of attention. They get a lot of
story.
attention.
I got a story before we move on.
Okay.
It's a short story.
Short story.
Tell
child.
me why I found out that one of the babysitters that used to babysit my daughter, where she owned a daycare, was a porn star.
My Lord.
Wow.
I was like,
Jesus.
and I ain't gonna say her name, but I was like, is that her?
Say a name.
Or-
Is she already out there?
Nah, you know,
I ain't
we
gonna
thou
say
shall not say names on Love and War.
You know, sometimes I'll
We can
say,
say
sometimes
names.
they'll say, sometimes I'll say a name, sometimes I won't.
Thou
but-
shall not.
Say, I was like,
No
is that-
sex for till I'm with Ebony. No
Girl, you gonna
sex
have to
until he
mute
with
his
Ebony.
comments, boy.
You
We
know,
got to mute
cool
your comments,
films, child.
I mean, baby.
That's why I'm saving myself for Ebony. Y'all know that's right, baby.
Boy.
You know what? Just bless his heart.
God bless his heart.
Bless his heart. He is your number one,
My
baby. That's
number
your
one
that's your
fan.
number one, child.
Boy.
You be good to your number one.
Boy, we gonna.
Cool Films, is he a film director?
As a matter of fact, he does some film work. What do you do?
We
As
need
a matter
to
of fact, so we can
we
dissect
need
your
to have
profession.
him do
What
we
do you
need to
do?
work on the film. He needs to work on Triple D too. Okay?
Oh, well,
Because
I
you
mean,
gonna
he out
look
there in
looking for
LA.
another director, huh? Child.
No, you can only be one director. What
Oh no,
what does
you
he
was
do,
the
though?
director, right? I don't know if
Well,
he's a
no.
director or something. All right. Well, cool films. Let's go on to the next topic of bad people to marry or date.
The worst
the worst professions.
professions.
I know, I can't get that right. Can you tell people what the show is about today
The best.
on Love and War Talk?
And worst professions to date.
That's
or
right.
marry.
Now, I read an article by Julia Austin and Madam
Manure, bitch.
Minoir.
Doc.
Minoir.
You know she
Not
can't
Minoir, Minoir. Something.
Minoir.
Madam
Okay.
Noir. Madam Noir. That's it.
Okay.
MadameNoir.com. So they say some of the worst professions to date are actors. It says sometimes they're away from home for months.
That's
and
musicians
if
too.
they're not on a project or stressed out about another project, you got to be worried about if they kiss another person on the level. See, now I'm not that insecure.
That's politicians too.
I'm not insecure. Politicians, I think anybody in the limelight. Rappers, actors,
Celebrities.
models, producers.
Celebrities.
You got to worry about them being involved with other women,
Traveling.
artists,
Swiping on Tinder and stuff.
Mr. E, does your wife have any insecurity, or have you worked with a badass R&B chick and you had to be in the studio late night with a badass
And your wife, he had to
R&B
check you
chick?
about it. Like, okay, how late she gonna be here working?
Right.
Well, you know what? For me to say that would really be me saying that she insecure, and my wife's not insecure, and I'm happy about that. We literally are at zero situations when it comes to clients. But then,
like that Lyrica girl,
She hate every. She don't want nobody working with A1.
Her husband A1 on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. She seems to have a major problem.
She said he was supposed to be focusing on her project, but still, he should be
able to.
He was jealous. He should be able
women.
to eat and make money with other people, though. You know what I mean?
See, I don't really get into that because a lot of it be staged. You know what I'm saying? So if you talk about real life, it does happen. But I
What's
think
up, Grace?
I've always tried to kind of keep it professional.
Grace, our core DJ sister, our core DJ,
beautiful sister.
Girl, you are fine. Grace is a bodybuilder, and she is also a fitness coach, and and she's beautiful. And I just wonder how Mac Payne deals. How your relationships work out. Being that you are out there in the, you show your body off a lot because you're in the business. You take a lot of photo shoots. You're beautiful. You're on stage, flossing your body.
Again with the models too. Like models,
is that Grace? If you're still on, have you found that that's kind of difficult in your relationship? I would like to know about that. But yeah, life coaches too, which is crazy to me. But it said life coaches, and all I could think about was that movie, with Will Smith when he was the life coach.
I have no idea.
Finch or some, whatever that Will Smith movie was when he was a dating life coach or whatever. But it says life coaches have to give their children the illusion that they're always available to them. This means that they could call questions regarding dates, wardrobe, diet choices, job interviews, you name it. All that's all at all hours. Life coaches, therapists. Now, this was the interesting one about therapists. It says therapists might only be on the clock certain hours, but their job is emotionally taxing. But let's just say this. Recently, because I'm a big fan of the show Married to Medicine, which is on tonight on the channel Bravo. But Dr. Greg, who's married to one of the characters, Quad, on the show, got recently busted and called out for cheating. Yeah, Hitch.
That was
Hitch, Miss Sophia Jones. Your wife knows what she's talking about. But anyways, Married to Medicine, one of the characters on their Quad, she's married to Dr. Greg, who's also a therapist, psychologist, and he recently got busted for cheating. So do therapists and psychiatrists you would think, because they're in the medical profession, they're doctors, they would be a good I guess candidate to marry.
Another couple from the show too, Mrs. Jackie and her husband was splitting up because she was so consumed with work, and she works in the medical field, and she's a doctor. So again, it could be a bad situation when you're a doctor and you working long hours. But he obviously just wasn't getting what he needed.
Yeah, child, because he went on
Miss Quad didn't want no baby, so she obviously wasn't having
that used
sex.
to be like, bitch, you better get that man a baby.
She didn't want no babies and nothing.
And then come to find out, he went on Frank Ski and Wanda's show. Some of our radio colleagues on B103 on the morning show, he went on there and talked about how she not really giving up that puss. She ain't giving him that puss.
Your husband, you ain't gonna make it.
She ain't having sex with her husband, and then now you mad because he out there meeting another medical assistant, this girl named Jackie, and then Jackie came on the show a week later, just a couple days ago, talked about he had a little penis and all that stuff.
Like he got a schmeck,
and then he got that little high pitched voice, like a woman voice.
He talk like that. Anyway.
Yeah, but anyways, he got that long bread, and he told.
I stopped watching the show because of him and Quad on the
child, are you serious, girl?
I'm for real.
He told the radio show that she's trying to talk to him about she's putting him on blast for committing adultery, but he was like he attempted to commit adultery. The girl is saying he tried to have sex with her in a hotel without a condom.
Married too.
And she made him go get a condom. Then when he went to go get a condom, he made a condom run. He just called her back and said, enjoy the room. I'm not coming back.
Oh,
Then she said they slid the hotel bill under the door the next day, and it had his name on there. She Googled it. She said she didn't know who he was. Found out he was married to Quad on the show Married to Medicine. Found out who she was and DM'd her and hit her up on social media. Said, honey, your husband tried to cheat with me.
This is on the reality. This on
the reality show.
Man, all that stuff be scripted. Y'all stop playing that.
But I'm just saying, he was a therapist. Okay,
What
let's
we
move on.
talking about
scripted. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Both of them, the jump
script.
off went on V103 and he went on V103 trying to say he's not an adulterer and all this kind of stuff. Then put her on blast and she ain't giving him no puss.
Okay.
Okay, another one, stand-up comedian.
Well, anybody that works late nights, clubs, nightclub life. You know, I even dated somebody that worked for a strip club, and I couldn't handle that either because you around ass all night and titties all day.
Remember
and then
you came
working,
home with them eyelashes?
Eyelashes stuck to his boot. All of a sudden, now you got eyelashes. Now
And
they
they
in the
on
room.
Y'all tripping.
I was finding eyelashes everywhere,
They were
nigga.
saying he
That was
got
the same one
eyelashes.
that I found him next to the bed. Remember we talked about that story?
Eyelashes next
He was
to the
claiming
bed.
they was just coming home and getting stuck to his boot.
Shout out
Okay.
6ix9ine. That was my
That
baby.
was
That was my baby. That you
like
should have
that.
married him.
No, I
At a
shouldn't
strip
have.
club, though.
Anyway,
He in radio
he's still out
too,
here
so I just
chasing
wanna
ass too.
Hey, I think he done settled down. He done found him a woman.
And she's pretty.
You know what I
Let
mean?
him find him, girl. I'm like, Pat,
Yeah,
I'm happy
girl, you
all
be
my
just-
exes
you
found
be-
somebody. I'm
You'll
happy.
be just happy when your exes move on. I'm like, child, he could have been yours.
The
child.
only one I
You
want
know,
back
that
would be
was- Even
Rashad.
Mama loved him.
Rashad is the only one I would take back. Out of
Girl,
all of
and
them.
he was a cheater, child.
Hey, they all cheat. Shit.
All right.
Anyway.
Don't do us like that. Hold on.
Black
Don't do
men
us like
Black
that.
men
Black
don't
men
Black men don't cheat by
Black
hashtag.
men don't cheat. Don't do us
Hashtag
like
Tiffany Nelson Beauty Bar. What up, baby?
Okay,
that.
girl.
What up? What up?
I know she
Right,
was
right,
at Brandy's wedding. Oh,
I
and
know.
I missed it.
Congratulations to our
Everybody
friend.
looks so beautiful.
Brandy.
Congratulations to Broderick
And
and,
Broderick,
Brandon.
yes.
B&B.
Broderick and Brandy got
Gift
married,
on the way.
child.
Sorry we
Gift
couldn't
on the
make
way.
it.
We couldn't make it, but we was there in spirit, child.
There in spirit.
All right.
All right.
And now restaurant owners. Why would they say that? They made it on the do
Any
not
business
marry
owners,
list.
probably.
They
Just
said
tell me
restaurant
why.
owners live and breathe their restaurant. They have to
Any
show up
business
hours
owner.
before restaurant opens and stay there after it closed. If you
Any
want to see
business
them,
owner.
you pretty much need to live at the restaurant.
And you know what? And I don't understand why husbands don't have their wives working with them side by. If you own a business,
Well, what if
you
that
should
ain't
be
her passion, child? I don't
Bottom,
wanna
it
work
better
in a
be your
restaurant.
passion.
And I
You
was
better-
gonna say some don't want to.
But
Some
sometimes you
don't-
gotta make
some
you
don't.
make your both of y'all could a
Now,
drink come alive.
I do
You
have to
better
say
find a
this,
passion in it, honey.
Because I ain't gonna say if he was related to us or not, but we have a very special loved one close to us, and I was just astounded when I found out his wife ain't never been to his office and it just don't support him in his line of business. And I just was like shocked. So women, men, if
I would be
whatever
up in
your
there,
man or
paperwork,
your
doing
mate is
accounts,
doing,
making sure
you
we
better get involved,
Honey,
child. At least go
honey.
to the restaurant or go there and be involved or something.
Doing
Big
something.
hub, hello.
hello,
Big
hello.
hub. We're talking about right now, if you're just tuning in to the Love and War
Talk.
show, Love and War radio show, Love and War podcast, we're talking about the worst and the best professions to date. So right now we're talking about some of the worst. And they say policemen, law enforcement, firemen.
Especially right now, because they ass got a target on them everywhere they go. And she just got pulled over yesterday. Again, we
And I
don't
couldn't
like cops.
stand him.
We
He
had
was
so
such a
many.
jerk.
Oh, we
Jerk
done ran
ass.
into a lot of bad cops, but you know what? I done ran into some cute cops too. You know,
Now,
the
they
one that
didn't-
came over here for Lamont. You know,
our
be
brother,
flirting
shout
with
him
me,
out.
you know?
You know, we done had to call 911 several times, child. Bless his
Oh,
heart.
oh,
We
bless
praying
his
for our
heart.
brother.
Praying
for our brother, child. But yeah, every time they, a law enforcement person,
You
they
never
go
know
to
what
work.
they
Yeah, they don't
deal
know if
with.
they're gonna be coming back because they might get shot. If they're firemen, if they're gonna be in a burning building, child. You don't
What
even
up,
know if they're gonna
Ricochet?
if they're gonna get hurt on the
What
job.
up?
I heard on the job for sure.
TJ, triple D.
And then
TJ
again, they
Rico,
deal.
Triple D.
You feel safe though sometimes having somebody like an officer,
You know
as
what?
a husband, because you feel like, okay, this motherfucker went to camp. He know how to shoot a gun.
Off the
He gonna
subject.
get a robber. If
Off
somebody's breaking a house.
Off the subject and not being so politically
But I heard
correct.
they're
A
abusive
dope
too,
man,
A dope man. Oh, now see
a
that's.
D boy.
I bet we
Well,
should
you
have
know-
had that on number 1 on the list.
I was gonna say.
Unlimited supply, but still, this nigga, you don't know if he gonna make it home. You know what I mean? Or
No, if he's
Nah,
smart,
nigga, you
if
don't
he's
know if
smart,
the streets gonna get him or the
if he-
police.
And
It's
you
one or the
Nah,
other.
he's
already
smart.
know how the dope man dating a dope man gonna end up. Okay,
Mm-mm.
I done knew people. I done had stories about El Chapo too out here. You
What
know,
up,
we
Real
out here,
Ego Official?
and
Go
he's with
ahead.
these Mexicans, and I had a story. A chick that
Let
was
me-
married to somebody with the. I ain't even shut.
Let me tell you this.
I don't want El
Let
Chapo.
me tell
Hey,
you
he
this.
said I
That's
would
the
marry
one-
both of y'all,
that's
so
the-
I'm glad somebody want to marry her. She already married. I'm still single. And then just to reiterate again, what's the topic today? We're talking about the best and the worst relationships to date or marry. And while y'all got the platform open, type right now what y'all think the best and the worst professions to date or marry, and
Drug
why.
dealer.
Don't
Drug
just say
dealer.
stripper. Say why.
Mr.
You
E.
know, nurse.
Why?
Say why.
Let me tell you
Let's
this.
see.
You
Tell
know,
me.
everybody got a pass. I got my pass. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and I did that for a long time.
You
And
done
let me
pushed
tell
a
you
little
something.
drugs
I
in
ain't
your
never, I ain't never went
We
to
all
jail
done pushed a
for
little
it.
drugs in our time.
I ain't never.
Well, not
I
you,
ain't-
but.
I ain't never went to jail. I ain't never had no run in with the laws.
You ain't never
got
feared for
robbed.
your life. Now my
No.
safety in jeopardy because your ass.
No,
Oh,
but
wow.
we moved smart, and we dealt, and we knew who we
Military
were
men.
dealing with. And a lot of dudes, it don't even have nothing to do with the fact that they say adult. They just not smart, and you got to be smart.
Everybody
Like
that
anything
ends up
else.
selling dope, bro, is gonna end up going to jail or dead.
But
It can't be a
but I
long-term
just-
situation. You got to take all that bread that you make over the last 10, 15, 20, however
Look
long
at
you done did
Tasha
it,
on Power Child.
and take it and run with it and invest in something else. Hey,
You
look,
always talking about
look at
TV.
those.
even
You
dating
always
and
talking about
Tommy,
TV,
dating,
man.
being the right hand of a dope man, that's the worst job too. You know what I mean? You don't want to date a Tommy. Shit.
Your life is in jeopardy. Freeway Rick
Every
was smart.
time.
Okay, somebody said Freeway Rick was smart. Okay,
He was. Shout out
Yeah,
to
you gotta be
Snowfall.
smart.
Shout out to Snowfall if y'all don't watch Snowfall
Right.
too, by the way. That's my
Snowfall.
show.
Yeah, we be on that
On
TV, Mr.
FX.
E.
Ooh,
We
that's
pop
my show,
culture,
one of my
baby.
favorite shows. Military man,
We
especially
already
when
talked
it's
about
warmer
that.
time. So
Wartime.
I need you to explain.
When
Oh,
it's
you said
wartime.
maybe you meant
When
wartime.
it's wartime.
Definitely
Yeah, we
wartime.
talk about
It's
military
wartime now,
men.
every time.
Every time it's wartime.
It's every time.
But
But we
yeah,
don't even know they got shit going on
I've
over
never
there
been
now.
a fan of drug dealers or gangbangers or anything
You know,
violent.
I like
child.
a good D boy though.
I
You know,
don't.
I like a good
No,
goatee.
I
You got
I
that
take
good
a-
weed. You got
Hold
some
on.
good weed. You
Nah.
know, they, you know, wait a minute now. You know, and again, I like a nigga that, you know,
Some
that-
good
that-
weed. That's
some
what this
good
bitch was
weed.
meant. It's
You know what I
important
mean?
in a
We can
relationship.
go
A
to the
nigga can
hood
get me
spots.
good
We
weed.
ain't got to get all dressed up all the time and put on pumps and shit. We could just go
I
in
don't
the
like them,
sweats
child.
and-
I'll take a,
I like
I'll
a
take
good
a
hood
square.
nigga
I'll take
sometimes.
a L7. I'll take a square before I take a drug dealer.
See, this is what exactly
That's
what
right,
we was
the
talking about. The
mailman
Rusher.
child.
What was it? Not Usher. It was Russell Wilson and Future.
I take Russell Wilson, child, before I take me a
Don't
drug
please
dope
don't
dealer.
get me started on that.
No,
Please
I
don't
take
get
it
me
before
started
I
on
get.
that.
Nah, child, I don't like illegal. I don't like
Oh.
illegal because I got enough
We don't
illegal
do-
niggas in my family that I got to take care of in jail. I don't need my man. I don't want to be one of them chicks that I'm on a
Definitely don't
non-profit.
wanna-
Look,
I would prefer a ghost drug dealer versus you
Right.
know
Somebody
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 walking around in
sophisticated.
suits with a business to it and
yeah,
money and
then
investments
guess what?
and
He
shit like
always
that.
got the feds up his ass. Look at
Hey.
Angela now. Look at Tasha.
Hey, but
everybody.
they wasn't living like that the whole
Girl,
time.
please.
It just all hit the fan at the
Even
end.
Tommy, even the one
Eddie
Lala
cheated on
Anthony,
her.
Lala Anthony's
Lala.
character, she out there, Nikisha out there talking about I'll hold you down and I'll be there. Bitch, all y'all gonna end up in jail.
Or dead because Tommy didn't
I
kill
ain't
the
doing
last
it.
girlfriend.
Right. I ain't messing with it. All right, Triple D.
Oh man, Ebony,
PJ.
you like them dudes that live dangerously, huh? Dangerously.
Yeah, child.
I like dangerously lover boys though. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, she
I
don't
don't
like
want
no
them that
violence.
crazy. I don't
Nigga,
want them
don't
too
try
violent.
to ever, don't try to, this nigga touched her throat like,
But no,
and that was it.
That was
she was it.
that
She
looked-
never,
no.
that nigga never.
Anybody ever grab you by your throat? You know, it wasn't
Yes.
like we was having sex. Now that's different. But I'm talking about he was mad and grabbed
Des
me by
Bryant
my
talking
throat.
to you, bitch.
That shit shook me for life. I ain't never had a man really cuss at me, grab me by my
I've
throat,
been
hit
sucked
me
in
or
my
nothing.
face by a
I
dude
seen red
before,
flags.
child.
I was gone because I don't
Yeah,
deal
so
with
she,
boy.
she like a rough dude, but don't rough her up. You
Don't
feel
rough me unless we having sex.
What,
now
the,
it
what
says,
the people saying
and
out there?
let's see what they said. Don't get nobody with a fake job. Again, you know what? No profession is a bad profession too. So we want everybody to have a profession.
Get a job. Just
Get
have
it
a
how you
job.
live it. Get it how you
Nigga,
get it.
unemployment. That's
The best
bad
one.
The
Hey,
worst one.
Ricochet said the best one, chefs, because they'll never let you go hungry. The
I know
worst,
that's
lawyers, because she gonna debate and argue about everything. And that's true, because lawyers was on the list too. And what's
They
another
say
reason
lawyers
why?
spend nearly a decade in training and then the rest of their life doing law work.
Law work.
And
But
they
whole life.
naturally become suspicious and litigious.
Litigations.
People. Litigious, bitch. I
Oh,
know.
okay.
I can't read sometimes. I did get it. Bitch, I'm the one with the college degree, bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, well, I gotta have one.
Always always looking for an angle. They become litigious people, and they work. They're also dedicated to their work. That's a problem.
That's
You
a
know,
problem.
most people. But I'm just glad if you got a job, baby.
We do want them to have a job.
No,
No, I
think
do
one of the
hair,
worst
and I
professions
broke
is unemployment.
She said, "Wait a minute. Oh,
If a nigga unemployed.
no,
Or
I
get
do
you-
hair, and I'm broke to the first of the month. Oh no, that's the worst. That's the worst.
Damn.
I've heard IT professional here in side hustle. So you said that's the worst profession to date,
Or
You
is
are-
that the is that a
what you
profession?
are?
Because I'll take it, baby. I'll take it. If
Can
you're
I
an IT
get-
professional that side hustle, come on.
You
Yes,
know
I
what?
take
my
it.
Definitely,
worst
we don't want a nigga to be selling
Mr.
dubs
E,
and
go
dimes.
ahead.
We need him
Go
to be
ahead,
selling
Mr. E.
pounds for
This
sure.
is part of your
Anyway,
show.
go
So
ahead.
let us let you talk, baby. Come on.
I'm used to it.
You the man
I'm
of the
used to
show.
it. I'm
Can I
used
go
to
get
it.
me?
It's cool.
Y'all go ahead and talk real quick. I need to get me another drink, child. My drink is getting low.
Go ahead, and once
Okay.
you refill me up too.
Okay.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
To me, the worst professional
Go ahead.
of a
y'all. That's
woman
all. Go ahead.
is a customer service or a customer
Oh.
service rep.
But that's not even a
That-
career too. So you gonna want her to make sure that how long we gonna be a customer service operator?
But
Like,
they just be thoughts.
you know,
they
and
just be-
half of the time
they-
they got answered. I mean, they answer the phone with attitudes. They coming home with attitudes because they've been talking to people on the phone with attitudes all damn day. That's like even customer service when you them drive through folks or in the register. You know, it's tough out here
Yeah.
when you got to deal with multi personalities throughout the day. So yeah, and by the time they get home, they ain't got time
But
for
it-
it.
especially just like call center chicks, like they be like
Ooh.
real thoughts. They
Uh-oh.
be real thoughts.
Hey, listen, Big Hood 2012 said, I know a music producer on that list. They say we all whores.
Oh,
Hey, and you know what? The real Indo Official, I talked about this one too. 40-year-old rapper that never had an album is the worst. And still think, but you know what? Jim Jones didn't get shit. He didn't make till he was 40 down there. And Jim
Rick-
Jones,
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross,
2
is a lot
Chainz.
of folks.
2
But
Chainz,
still,
that nigga-
no, but we talking about
Oh,
some of the ones that we know ain't gonna make it. That's what we talking about. The ones we know ain't gonna make it.
that ain't
Shit.
what's up.
They talk about flight attendants too because they travel all the time and they see a lot of the world, and again they always get to meet people. You know what I mean? So you constantly feel jealous, but again you got benefits though. She can fly anywhere, he can fly anywhere, y'all can fly anywhere. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. But you know what? I ain't never thought about the flight attendant thing, but you know what? That makes
constantly
sense.
on the
I
go.
would
They
want-
got different
I would-
hours.
I wouldn't want a woman that was a flight attendant.
Now I dated a firefighter though who had one of those schedules that they
Yeah.
and it's weird. They work 5 days on and like 2 days off, so they're away from home, living at the
Right.
actual fire station, and they're there for 5-6 days, and then they go home for 4 days or whatever the
See,
case
I
might
like that. I like a little time apart, y'all. I do. I like a little time apart. Like my husband is a consultant,
Give you
so
some
sometimes
space.
he go back and forth to Texas, child. It's all right with me. I'm not one of those, clingy chicks. I got to have you where you at, who you with. I'm not one of those type of chicks, y'all. Excuse me. I'm glad I'm back though. But I wanted to just say this. One of the best people to date or marry, and this is from experience. My homegirl Jackie from the train, child. She married, or she works a city. She's a city worker. I mean, she's not even
They got
60
great
yet.
benefits though.
She's not even 60 yet. Her husband, not even 60 yet. Both of them was able to retire. She is a city worker, and she's going to have benefits for the rest of her life, get a good pension check, and she's able to retire before she's even 60. They got a beautiful home in Rancho Cucamonga.
And again, there's so
They
many
do their
city
thing.
jobs. Like
Rancho
again, police
Cucamonga.
officers,
That's right.
the city. You could be working for the power, the electric.
And
You
let
could
me
be
tell you
working
about
for
him.
animal control. You could be working for the gas,
Right.
sanitation, waste. There's
City
so
jobs.
many city jobs out there too that
You-
can give you. They pay
After
great money.
25 years, you get a city or the state 25 years,
And
child.
after
They
20
gonna
years, you're
take care
making
of you for the
$30-$40
rest.
an hour. So you're making great money.
And
Plus
you can't never
retiring
get
well.
fired. You can't never. My friend said you got to practically come burn down the electric building, and you got to come burn us down, the city electric company, in order to get fired. So I'm just saying, some of those jobs where they get long-term pension and benefits for life, those are the best people to marry. And then when we was talking about air flight attendants, so her husband was a pilot, like an engineer. He engineered planes. He basically, just like her, was able to retire from like American Airlines, and they have tickets and they can fly anywhere they want to for life. He has benefits for life.
let's
He's
listen.
got retirement money for life. That is those to, in my opinion, are some of the best careers and professions to marry. People that
You
gonna
said
have
flight
to set for life.
attendants?
That no, he was
I
an
was about
engineer.
to
He
say,
was a
that's not what
mechanic.
they said.
He was a mechanic clinic, child, for American Airlines or one of those
Oh,
or
yes.
United.
Oh, you
so,
know.
like I said,
They make
all
good
they
money.
have to
And
do,
mechanics too. You an airplane
they
mechanic?
can fly anywhere for free.
Getting paid.
Okay,
For sure
they
getting
just
paid.
have to have their money to
Flight
get there.
attendants
I mean,
don't
to
make a lot
their
of money.
hotel.
They said they don't make no money though. But he had two Indo officials said he had two flight attendants. They were fired, but they don't make no money. And then another one said the flight attendants are a mess. They have wood on multiple locations.
Oh, child, you know I would. I have one in Oakland.
They live
I
out
have
there
one
with
in
Day and I'm
Texas,
from
I have one in
Elroy.
New
That's
York,
hella
child.
funny. Any job is cool as long as you're doing something that's workable. That's true.
But about
now
you spending the rest of your life with, okay?
Again, we talking about dating or marrying. Like, could you date a stripper? Could you date a porn star? Could you date a porn star? How about that? Any job is workable. Could you date a porn star? A chick that's fucking somebody every day for a living for some
or
money.
grinding on
And then
somebody.
you gotta come home and know that somebody was in your girl's pussy for the whole day.
about grinding on somebody.
Grinding,
I
and
can't
she was licking somebody else's nuts. Could you do that?
Could that be your wife?
Exactly. You couldn't do that.
I take Miss Jackie, the city worker,
I
because
couldn't-
she got retirement and good benefits, and you
Now,
know.
Miss Jackie be doing her thing too. You just
Miss
don't know
Jackie,
it.
no, Miss Jackie ain't got
Miss
a script
Jackie
and
be
drop
doing
it
the
like this. How
same
she been
thing.
working for the city.
I know Miss Jackie. Miss
No,
Jackie be
I
doing
know
the
my
same thing.
Miss
When
Jackie.
she get out of work early,
Ricochet said
she-
Rancho
she-
Cucamonga, where that money at? What you
That's
know about
Miss
Rancho
Jackie.
Cucamonga, man?
Shoot. Miss Jackie and her husband, they got it made. They did it right. He worked
Right.
for a
I was just
reputable company.
playing.
You know,
Right.
don't talk about Miss
Yeah,
Jackie.
I
Miss
couldn't
Jackie
do
No,
it.
ain't
I
did
know. I
it.
was just I don't know
couldn't do
Miss
it.
Jackie.
Miss Jackie
Shout
from the
out to
train.
Miss
Shout
Jackie.
out to
I
Miss
don't know
Jackie
Miss
from the train.
Okay.
Shout out Miss Jackie.
But so porn stars, we got that on the list.
And then wait a minute,
definitely.
this was a funny one. This was a funny one.
Bankers. Oh yeah, I don't want to date a banker. Somebody that's gonna be checking how much money we
Constantly
spend.
criticizing you
put me on the
about
budget.
every financial move.
I don't want
they
nobody
said.
got me on the budget. Now I like budgets, but I don't want you budgeting, just like checking me about what. Oh, you spent that much on that? No, we're not gonna
Child,
do that.
is it already 49 after
my
the
goodness.
hour?
We
Lord,
could talk
where
about
has
this
the
all day.
time gone?
We could talk about this all
Well,
day.
we do need to get into the people want to know.
Oh, Mr.
And then
E.
after that, we got the sex tips
You
from
know we
Ebony
got the
Mose.
sex
We
tips.
got less than 10 minutes left on the show, y'all. So, Mr. E, what do people want to know?
The people want to know for both of y'all. The people want to know if you are in a relationship and it's a good relationship, but you don't like what they do as a profession. Will you let the relationship go, or will you let it play itself out?
Well, this is, and Big Hub said this. He said, hell no, I couldn't date a porn star because I already know what you're going to say on her. People want to know. I couldn't do that, come home and kiss her on her and might give some dick chips on my lip.
That's
and,
how I felt.
Yeah.
Flex
dick
Hill
chips on my
too.
lips.
Yep, I couldn't do it
Dick
either.
chips on
I had to
my
let
Now,
him
porn
go.
stars, to me, porn stars.
I liked him a
that's
lot.
little much.
I actually was in love.
I
was in
Was
love
you
with
in
him
love?
for
Girl,
months
you
for a
love you a
minute.
sucker for a tall brother. Boy,
Oh, a
she
tall
sucker.
Tyson Beckford I
Girl, he was fine too. I
That's
ain't gonna
'cause
lie.
he
I still
tall.
follow
He
him.
like
Oh, and he
six-
was tall
Ebony
too.
like
That was a good
6'4".
thing. He was like 6'6"
I don't
too, and I love a
discriminate.
tall man. So
I take him short, tall, small, and all.
and he was long.
Ooh,
and
Man,
wide.
you know-
see? And I don't even like all that. Don't come at me with no big old monkey dick. Don't come at me with no gorilla balls. Okay, I need
I
some
want
normal
it all.
size.
I take him all
See,
sizes.
that's her.
all sizes.
Nah, you bitch. He better not come with no
Fun
little
sizes and
small,
all.
no fun size, because you ain't doing fun sizes. Chick.
Hey, no, so I'm learning to like fun sizes. I
Okay,
really
so
am.
me,
Anyway.
I haven't dated nobody that a professional, because I'm real. I like them square. So I haven't dated somebody that was in a dangerous profession. No, Mr. E, I'm sorry. I haven't let anybody go because of their
Who I
profession.
would want to date would be somebody with a career, and I would want somebody
with some
strong.
retirement benefits,
With some
child, Miss
retired
Jackie
or a
husband.
business owner. Like again, I work in construction because I like strong. I told
A
my mama
developer.
one day I wanted
A
to marry an
developer.
architect. When I was a little girl, I told her that too. Besides, what did I tell her?
And we built those 3 homes. We built 3 homes.
But
from
I
the
want to
ground
marry
up.
somebody strong enough
In
and
West-
smart enough to
in
build me
West
a house,
Dallas.
know how to do some shit. Manually, not
Yeah.
scared of spiders. I want a pretty boy. I don't want
Yeah.
nothing. I need a manly ass man. That
So
can-
even Johnny, the dude that helped us build them 3 homes on Big East in West
exactly.
Dallas.
I
Johnny
take a
was
little
this
short Mexican.
big, and he was a little short
But
Mexican.
he
See?
ran the hell out of
See?
them
He know
houses,
how to
though.
build.
He know how to
See?
build,
He
man.
built them houses.
And he
quick.
hustled up, man.
And
I
he-
need to find me
and
one of
he-
them.
And he's
Johnny.
short.
And
He's
Johnny
short.
take his whole family to Disneyland and make it rain on them.
Hey, Endo official said I'm 6'3". You tall enough to ride the ride, though, man.
You're tall enough, Endo. You
Iron
might
Dog
just make
says,
it.
so so-called regular job having women can have as much sex as porn stars is just not on film. You're very right, though.
Right, that's what I said.
That's true.
Y'all want
That's
a
very
freaky
true.
so y'all want a porn star. Y'all want your
Hey,
own
hey,
porn
Ricochet,
star.
what was
Yeah,
you
we do.
pausing for? What was you pausing for, Ricochet?
He paused because he found out you was giving that puss to a porn star. And he thought y'all was gonna be one, and he was like, "Now I'm thinking
Oh
twice."
man, no, I
But you might have
alone.
lost a couple followers disclosing that information.
Hey, they
today.
knew around because he was actually posted on the page when we was talking and stuff. So it
They
didn't
gonna
matter.
go back in your timeline.
I
Did you
deleted
do
them.
the-
No, you know when you get mad and you delete everybody. That's
Okay,
when you
look.
know your relationship real bad when you delete all the pictures you done posted on Instagram.
The only
Together.
profession that I think that I dated that I wouldn't date again or I felt like wasn't worth dating was the mailman. child.
Mailman. The mailman.
You know what? He couldn't deliver long term. The mailman
She'll
only
never
delivered
want
short
Another
term.
mailman again.
That was
And
it.
they do go postal. So I don't do the mail workers no more. Sorry. Shout out to all the mail workers.
All right,
but,
y'all.
But yeah, okay. Is it that time?
It's
Is that
definitely that time because we
know,
almost
we
out
can't
of
ask
time.
Mr. E, did you already tell us, Mr. E, what profession that you dated that you had to her profession, the profession that she dated? The people want to know about you too.
Okay, well, you know, you gotta ask. You know what I'm saying? You can't be nervous. You gotta be at their service.
Yeah.
Now, I would definitely say customer service rep because
You
they
already
thought.
They thought.
You know they
Lord,
thought.
Oh
that's
my
wrong.
God.
One of these days, I'm gonna go
She
down
might
through
be
there and
working
tell y'all
customer
some of
service
these stories.
part time, so she might be a part time.
You had some bad
And
customer
it-
service
that wasn't
experience.
That wasn't even worse than the stripper, to be honest with you.
What?
That wasn't even worse than the stripper.
Oh my
Them
goodness!
customer
was cool.
service workers.
Customer
Yeah.
service.
They
Them
thought-
drive-through
I mean, I'm
workers.
talking about like
Ooh.
call center, not just
Call
customer service.
center, customer
Call center.
service. Ho,
Yeah, call center.
stop.
What
Man.
about models too? Don't be forgetting about them Instagram models and everybody.
You
doing
know what?
like
I didn't have a
stuff.
good.
Amber
I ain't never
Roses.
had a good experience with. Well, you know what? My ex-wife was a model, so I take that back. My ex-wife was a model, so
Oh,
it
Mr. E.
just depends.
She was an ex-wife.
Yeah,
I
she
know
was
they.
ex.
I know they thoughts for sure. Hey, your partner over here is agreeing with you, PJ Rico.
Anybody that work in a nightclub,
Ricochet.
nightlife too, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
They're constantly out there thotting and meeting folks.
Customer
getting them-
service call center chicks is hot.
Hell yeah, that might be.
Come on, bro.
They be thoughts for real.
Oh my God. All right. Ebony, it's time.
I guess we should
I
have talked
need your
more
whole-
about what good women or good careers for women. Shit, so we know what the hell we want to do. What we gonna do
Okay,
with our
I'm
life?
gonna tell you
Come
real
on,
quick.
let
I'm
him-
gonna tell
we
you
got a
real
little
quick.
bit more minute. Go ahead.
I'm
tell
gonna
us,
tell
Christy.
I'm gonna tell you real quick, then I'm gonna let you go to sex tips.
Yeah.
Teachers is my
Teachers.
number one.
Great.
I love
'Cause
teachers
they're-
more than
my
I have
boss
a thing about
married
teachers
a
'cause they
teacher.
nourishing. They're very nourishing and they concerned
Good
about
with
education.
kids.
Yeah, they
patience.
have balance. You know what I'm saying?
Patience.
I'm gonna tell you
Yo,
something else.
ain't your wife is she's in the education field or she's a
She is
principal,
indeed.
right?
She
She's
is.
a
principal.
Well,
She a pastor.
She's on her
teachers.
way. Yeah.
All right. Praise
on
the
the way.
Lord.
Praise
But,
the Lord.
And nurses.
Nurses.
Yeah, nurses
Man.
is a good one for women.
Oh man.
Right.
I should have went. I was telling my homegirl today I should have went to nursing school. I was watching Survivor's Remorse.
Uh-huh. Bitch, yes, you should
I
have
love that
nursing
show.
school.
Should have went to nursing school. All right, y'all. Well, you know it's time for sex tips, and it is sex position
No.
September.
She play too much.
She played way too much. It is sex position September,
Yes.
and what I've been doing every Sunday is running down new sex positions for y'all to study,
Yes,
learn.
Lord.
So what you can do is screenshot some of these images and save them, or email us later if you didn't get them and you want us to email you a list of them, and we'll send you to the website. So first on the list, this one is forbidden fruit. Can you see it?
Oh,
See, I didn't
not
do it
just
on
my-
the paper.
Forbidden fruit.
I didn't do it on the paper. Today I decided to use the
Describe that.
iPad.
Is that
Now,
a porn site though?
this is actually a website again. I told y'all about the website. It's sexpositions.club. You can see again. And now it said, here she pretty much the woman, she lays on her knees like doggy style. And pretty much he is licking her from the back. And ultimately that is my favorite position, you guys. One of my favorite positions.
You like your booty lick? What is that?
Girl,
That
I was
looks like
telling,
some
I
anal.
do.
My
This
goodness.
next one is the Italian chandelier. Uh-oh, Dalisa getting pretty. She had to put her nasty girl on. Now this is pretty much backwards cowgirl,
Oh my goodness.
but she leans all the way back, and the guy actually uses his hands to kind of hold her back, and
Yes.
she does the waist work. But
Yes.
he holds her up. So, but it's almost like the backwards. I can't even say that right.
Backwards cowgirl.
Backwards
Ow.
cowgirl.
God
Again, this is my other favorite one because again, it's all about the war on the women right now because we focused on the men last week.
That's it.
Standing, this is definitely a naughty girl pose right now.
Is that the shower ride?
No, that ain't the shower ride. She
That
just
was like
told me
Mimi
to
Foss.
up. She hold that is the Mimi Foss. We should have named this position the Mimi Foss right here. I don't even need to explain that. Y'all know how that works. Well, you know, for the podcast folks, the woman stands up with her legs open, and the guy is on the ground in between her legs, and he is licking her in between her legs. From the ground. All right. The other one here, this is called the victory.
Ooh,
Pretty
yes.
much.
Wait a
the
minute,
guy-
she got one leg up on the shoulders,
But,
child.
but the guy is actually, this is all standing up. This is not on the bed, you guys. The guy is
Now
leaning
describe it for our radio
against the
viewers.
wall. He's leaning back against the wall. She is standing up and pretty much
With one leg cocked up on his
one
shoulder.
leg cocked up on the
Yes.
shoulder.
Yes.
All right, and that is
That's a
called
nice
the
little
victory.
angle
That's
there.
a nice little angle. And then, you know what? We already did this one. I'm going to go to another one next time. But this is, I need to reiterate this one because I want everybody to try this
No,
zombie.
that is some booty, child.
No, this is
I don't
not
I thought we
booty.
did that one.
Again, that's why I said I'm going to reiterate it.
Oh.
I'm going to do this
Oh,
every
okay.
week until somebody tries it and tells me. Because, again,
I
I'm
don't
going to tell
want
you,
no
I almost
booty.
tried this the other night, but I couldn't remember I couldn't remember it. So I
Oh,
screenshotted it.
her face is
I
in
screen-
his crotch. She bent over,
It's
y'all.
the different version of 69, and I want somebody
Oh my
to
God.
try it.
He's sitting up.
He's
Like,
actually sitting, and again, you could do
like
this
his
on the
bed is
ground or
against-
on the bed. So he's
Okay.
sitting up, legs down, and she is actually standing up, bent
her
over,
vagina
booty
and
in the
booty is
face.
in his face, and she's bent all the way down where she's now giving him head, and he's
Exactly.
giving her oral, and everything is lovely.
It's the new 69. We got to try it, y'all.
Wow.
And that is your sex tips for the day, getting you hot and ready like Little Caesars. You feel me?
Yes. Thank you for those sex tips, child. You know, ooh, you is a miracle.
Woo.
Yes.
Sex positions.
Y'all
No,
need, y'all
what
need
is
to
it,
try
September?
some of that. Yes, okay, all of September. And yeah, so she'll be back next week with sex tips. Mr. E will be back next week with People Want to Know.
Right.
People want to know.
People
Yeah.
want to
People
know
wanna
for
know.
sure.
And we'll all be back again with Love and War Talk. We'll come on again on Thursday with a little in-between show.
Oh, we got something too.
Thursday is our show where we talk about, you know, just hot topics that men want to know about women. Right,
Right.
Mr. E?
And
That's
women
right.
want to know about
And
me.
women want to know about me. And I be wanting to know. I be wanting to know, man.
So come with another question this time, Mr. E, and not the one about why are women so damn indecisive.
No, I'm asking
He
that
said
for next Thursday.
Every year, no, not every week, Mr. E. Damn it.
Hey, listen though, a girl, wait a minute. I was trying to get to this message.
He
You
said he was
teacher is
dating a
pain-
girl and she a pain in the
a pain in
ass.
the ass, a teacher. And then the victory position, we got an applause for the victory position.
Flexible.
But now, how many women that flexible? Hey, we'll figure it out.
Even my big
We-
ass can
we-
do that one.
we
when
can
it
do
bend
that
over,
bitch
child.
over now. We can do
But
that.
it seemed like all my blood would rush to my head, and I don't know about that. Okay, we don't want the time to run out on us. So next week, yo.
Thinking about it, like what?
Next week, though, next Sunday, y'all, we're going to be talking about a real good topic, and we want y'all to email in. And Ebony came up with this one, and we've been getting a lot of emails at loveandwartalk@gmail.com about addiction.
Oh yeah, has an addiction ruined your relationship? There's so many addictions out there: drugs, porn, alcohol, work is
Gambling.
an addiction.
Sex,
Video
remember?
games is an addiction.
Video games,
Social media is an addiction.
work, being in the studio all the damn
All the
time.
damn time has an addiction. Ruins your relationship.
Don't
You
do me like
could be
that.
anonymous too and
That's
email
a
us
good
if you
idea.
want to.
Yeah,
Alcohol
alcohol.
at gmail.com.
Yeah, it's all kind of stuff. So
Oh.
we need you guys to get your addictions that ruined your relationship. Get those in, and we will chop it up with you next time, right here, same time, same place. And that is Love and War Radio. What was I listening to right here? That's Slum Village. Hey, hey. Okay, but I need to turn it on our situation.
That's
Mr.
what she
E,
should have did.
Make sure you
surprised-
follow at Mr. E. Diddy, too. For everybody listening on our podcast, follow at Mr. E. Diddy. Right, Mr. E?
Right.
Yes, Mr. E did.
What you working on right now too?
I'm still working on Triple D Part 2. We just finished Chief Project. So, you know, we're doing that. My boy Rico, shout out to Ricochet. We got something coming real soon. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Nice. I'm over here trying to close a church deal so we can add on to this
Y'all
church.
need
She over here
construction.
selling.
That's what's
Girls,
up.
I'm selling construction or doing commercial construction. She's selling commercial real estate.
Yeah, and we got a couple projects in Dallas and one in Houston that we're trying trying to close on, and we're gonna do some new construction. If y'all need some PR, marketing, music consulting, hit us up at keytothecity.com. And that's it. We thank you guys so much for listening. Our time is running down. This has been the Love and War Talk Show. The Love and War Podcast.
Make sure y'all follow Love and War Talk too on IG. You feel me?
All right. Love y'all. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
See y'all next
Yeah.
week. You and me.